Hey, yeah, guys, I keep really continue. I don't live in my house, so more killing things, sitting your thing is snacks. But I'm happy. I'm trying to be positive. So, certain things like personal questions, which are very, very, very triggering for somebody who's going through what I'm going through, is where are you? Funny enough, is that I'm the one that has made this man famous. If he had maybe shot somebody else, then it would have been a different story. But because he shot me, now he's popular, not the other way around. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. I'm definitely probably not the first, but because it's me, he's popular. Sekayaziwa manje, beningamazi at all. Nimazi because Bachi. That's why every article must say, Tebogo Thobejane's former lover. I will not take accountability for fuck all because I did not do shit. They must take accountability. Apologize. Take accountability for what? And I mean, I'm not married. Dala Sijola. It's not the first, it's not the last, it's not even the middle, it's not even the quarter. How many women have been shot in this country? Why is this case so big? How many men disappear and nobody knows who they are? They go through their court cases, they go to jail silently. How? But because it's me. And then if you got isibuza ngathi ho umuntu umuntu wakabani mina ngingasungumuntu lo baba mina. Sihlukane futhi if I had to even tell you the intricacy of the relationship, the way abantu bayenza ngathi it was so deep. It was not that deep. Unfortunately. Why doesn't anybody mention Japan? The girl that is on the wheelchair. Mina ngiphumanga nge-scratch. I said the only scratch I got was a scratch on my boob. I did not come out with a scratch. What about the poor girl who's on a wheelchair, who's fighting for her life? Just because she was in my car. I didn't want to show my child that I'm crying. I didn't want to show my child that I'm scared. And I would sit in the shower and want to scream and like, why? Why didn't that bullet hit me, God? Why? Why did it have to hit that girl? Why am I alive? Why is everybody laughing at me? Why don't I just die? Sometimes, I built myself a beautiful house. I have a beautiful house that is good enough for me and my family. I have dogs. And you're sitting in an apartment, business shaky roof. Lapang shalakona. He sent his lapang kon. Even now, sometimes I sit and I just cry. Tears, like, you stop yourself each day. Stop yourself each day. Stop yourself each day. What's in ngikhalele nje ngithi ithi namhlanje ngiyophuza ngiyothenga i-tequila ngithi ngidaka mangidaka ngikhale ithi why me angibulala muntu. I'm a happy soul. If anybody has ever smelled a bullet, that's nempama. If there was an issue with me like this, if they'd come up to me and slap me, I'm not a gangster. Impama nje bathi pa pa pa. Maybe for 1 week, whatever they think I was doing, I would have stopped. But I think it was 4 bullets that they shot at the car. It's from my wuti. Manje, you walk around in a car. It's not that I'm scared to be home. What I'm scared of is the fact that every time there's a car behind me, I feel like somebody's trying to shoot me. I can't ever drive, ever. I can't ever drive. I can never get into a car. Then there's the second part. Now you go out. And let me tell you something about Amadot. You think that men are brave. Men are not brave. There's no man that's going to come and say, yeah, come, I'm going to date you. And I don't know, baby, I'm going to take care of you. Because, so now you have to walk into a room. And as I said, I'm hot. You walk into a room, there's a bunch of men that any other day, if it wasn't for this shooting, any of them would have taken me, married me, dated me, made me go around the world. But now when they see, it's all over Google. She's been shot. She's been shot. This. She's a snitch. She's this. she's this. That time, most of them are rich politicians, businessmen. They've also had to do bad things, but maybe they don't kill people. Nah, Baba, then after that, you leave that room. Once they hear your name, your self-esteem again, dig it down. Forgetting food to cut. You don't know what happens behind closed doors. Ulle. Why? Why kisaswa he? Ubona abanye abangani bakho umuntu abaya-busy bayalevelisha before benihamba on the same level. Babona abangani bakho nama-enemies wakho. Futhi abanye badla ngami. Ubuyele futhi ekhaya, ukhali. Umntana wakho athi, mommy, I want you to, can I buy this? Mommy, why can't I go to school? Because you can't go to school because we don't know who's going to follow you every time you go to school. So you're not going to have a matric dance, my baby. You're not going to be able to go on a date and wear a suit. You are not going to be able to go into a normal family without them thinking that their daughter is going to be at risk. You do not choose a lifestyle. And this is another thing that these people have to learn. First of all, my dad, was a millionaire. If you know about Black Like Me and Principal Products, if you ask anybody, I was born into money. My dad died. We suffered a little bit, but by the time when I was 18, I inherited money. I dated kids that came from the same background as I did. Went to schools. We lived in the suburbs. I dated these guys. And people, even elokishini, abantu bajola namaginza, abantu bajola abantu that rob or whatever. Most of the time, as women, we don't ask too many questions because manje, I'm gonna ask you. I'd be at the Mazanga answering questions. I didn't sit and ask my ex every time. Oh, did you come back? Did you go and kill someone? No. So I will continue to live a luxurious life if it means that I have to give it to myself. I definitely have changed a lot from this. My life is not about handbags anymore because I would have died and left my son with nothing. So I'm more about creating a legacy. It's not like I can't buy handbags, I can't buy this. Yeah, okay, now, not really, not like before. But I've learned that you can still wear a certain Zara outfit or you can wear a certain type of outfit and still look nice. And if I get gifted with a 1 million rand bag, which right now that's not happening, then yeah, I'll take it. But I'd rather invest in my son so that he can have a future.
So if you have watched up until now, it means you really invested in whatever Tebogo was saying. And I had to cut and put together the stuff that I thought were necessary when it comes to Tebogo Thobejane and Vusi Cat Matlala. As you guys know, the case that is going on, right? There's a lot surrounding this man, a lot of cases, a lot of criminal allegations, not just Tebogo's issue, but for us, the public, we only got to know who Vusi is because of Tebogo, and that's the truth. Obviously, she's saying that she made him famous, but badly she might have. She said it herself. She definitely made him known in the entertainment space, not on the business side because apparently he was already big and rich, but the fame, the publicity, the way his name is on every headline now, that is because of her. Even if she only contributed 20%, her name being public made people watch the situation. But now imagine what it must be like to wake up every day knowing that someone tried to end your life. But just imagine the trauma that you have to carry from that day, actually for the rest of your life, because life is not going to be normal. For those that understands trauma, you know what I'm talking about. Trauma is something a lot of people think they understand, but they actually don't. If you've never experienced trauma, trust me, you don't want to. Trauma changes you. Trauma takes the old version of you and breaks it apart piece by piece until you look in the mirror and don't even recognize yourself anymore. And what Tebogo has been through, that's not small trauma. She was shot at. Her life was almost taken. And her friend, the person that was sitting next to her, ended up in a wheelchair and she's fighting for her life, like what Tebogo said. Imagine watching someone get hurt because they were next to you, knowing that the bullet could have been yours or it was meant to be yours. That does something to your soul. You survive, but you're never the same. And then people started asking her, where are you? This is just a simple question to others. But for her, it triggers panic. It triggers fear. Because she knows there are people out there who wanted her dead. So no one has the right to tell her how she should cope. If you have never smelled a bullet, like she said, never seen it fly past you, never watched death come that close, then it's better for you to just sit down, let her speak, let her heal how she needs to. She even said there were times she wished she had actually died. And guys, imagine the level of pain you must reach to feel that way. But if she truly wanted to die, she wouldn't be in hiding. She wouldn't be trying to survive. She's fighting for her life because she knows someone is depending on her, her son. And this is the part that truly breaks my heart. Her son cannot live a normal life now. He can't even go to school like other kids. He can't play outside freely. He can't take pictures at a matric dance one day, all because of a decision his mother made without knowing the danger she was stepping into. He is stuck inside, a child living like a prisoner. Imagine the innocence of a child being punished for something he knew nothing about. How is that fair? How does that shape a child growing up? That trauma will become his trauma one day. The world he sees is fear, danger, hiding. That's not childhood, because when other kids are talking about their childhood, this is the type of childhood that he experienced. Then Tebogo spoke about dating, and honestly, it's sad but understandable. Nobody wants to date someone who has hitmen after them. Even the bravest man would be scared, because if you are dating her, you'd become the next target for assassination. Even though it might not be true, but it's something that is at the back of your mind, right? So her love life is basically over, finished. Men will say they are brave until their life is also under threat. Then suddenly they disappear. And that affects her self-esteem, like she already said. It makes her feel unworthy, unloved, broken. She says she would cry all the time, crying alone in pain while the world laughs at her and calls her names. People forget that behind stories, rumors, and headlines, there's a human heart, a human being trying to breathe. Yes, she dated a married man, and we cannot defend that. But let's not forget, married men also need to take accountability. You can't chase women while you are married and let the world destroy them alone. Men create chaos and let women bleed for it, and that's not fair. She also mentioned how people assume she did these things because she grew up poor, but she did not. Like she said she was born into money. Her father was a millionaire, as you guys have already heard. But even money cannot protect you from making mistakes, and being rich does not make you immune to danger. Also, with wealthy backgrounds, sometimes there is pressure to keep up with the lifestyle. Sometimes when money changes, decisions change too. It doesn't make it right, but it makes it human. One thing people must understand, that trauma is not only the moment when things happen. Trauma is the aftermath. Is the nights you can't sleep, is the moments that you are beating yourself for making certain decisions, is the paranoia that never leaves, is the silence that suffocates you, is the guilt of seeing your friend in a wheelchair for the rest of her life, knowing that it could have been you and maybe should have been you. That kind of trauma does not disappear, it lives with you. And her life today, I really feel like it's a performance, because she goes live trying to smile, trying to look strong, but she is breaking inside. She is living a nightmare she can't wake up from. The only reason she keeps going, I guess, is because of her son. She wants him to have at least a semi-normal future one day. Maybe when he's a grown man, life could finally start to make sense again. But right now, her life is not normal, and it won't be normal for a very long time. So before we judge her, before we laugh, before we comment like we know her life, let's remember what she survived, what she lost, and the anger she still lives in every single day. Trauma is real, trauma is deadly, and Tebogo Thobejane is a survivor, a mother still fighting for one reason, her child. But anyway, that's all that we have for today. Until the next time, please do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe to